We'll kick off Saturday with a 400-meter warm-up jog, followed by 30 seconds per position. Samson stretch, fingers interlaced overhead. Long lunge step forward. Front foot is flat on the ground at the bottom of the lunge. Then we'll go PVC pass through. Pick up that PVC pipe, keep the arms locked out. Move the PVC from the front of the hip to the back of the hip. Then we'll lay down on the ground and we're gonna go glute bridges. Push the hips up by driving the foot and heel into the ground. Pause for a couple seconds at the top of each rep to make sure you're activating that lower back and glute. Then we're going PVC overhead squats. I think this is the third time this week we've done this. Hips go back and down. Dana pushes her knees out so they stay stacked above the feet. And working to keep the heels down and arms locked out for the full range of motion. Then we have inchworm push-ups. Start standing tall, forward fold, inch the hands forward, one push-up, and then walk the hands back to standing. Finally, PVC thrusters. This is a tricky one because we want to keep the elbows up. So you're going to use your chin to tuck the barbell down underneath and keep the elbows forward and above the knees at the bottom. So pass through a full squat, press the PVC to extension as you stand up on each rep. Then ComTrain barbell warm up, link is at the top of the screen. Then we'll move over to a barbell and we'll use that for a barbell ankle stretch. So we'll set up in kind of a narrower position squat, set the barbell on the lower thigh just above the knee, and then sink down nice and low. You'll lean your chest forward, using that barbell to stretch out the ankle. Notice Dana's heels stay down on the ground. She can also start to shift her weight side to side or forward and back a little bit to get one ankle to get a little deeper into this stretch. And then finally, we'll finish up mobility with an overhead wall stretch. So move over to a wall, and then we're gonna have the hands a little wider than the shoulders, somewhere about eye level on the wall. Push the hands into the wall, and then push the chest actively down through the hands. So a little wider stance if you need to. You'll get a little hamstring stretch, and then really feeling this in the upper back and shoulders. Saturday's workout is Adderall. This is a repeat workout. We've done this a few months ago in class. You'll have a 10-minute window in which you're going to complete a 1-mile run, followed by max reps barbell clean and jerks. The barbell travels from the floor to the shoulder, and then with another drive of the hips, we're getting the barbell locked out overhead. You can string these together into touch and go reps, or you can drop and perform as singles. You're performing as many clean and jerks in the remainder of the 10 minutes. Your total reps is your score. Then you'll have 3 minutes to rest. During that time, you're gonna lower the weight down to 115 or 85. The second section of the workout is 7 minutes to complete an 800-meter run, followed by max reps barbell power snatches. So wide grip on the bar, we're gonna sit the hips down lower in the setup position and get the chest up a little bit higher. Notice Dana keeps her arms locked out as she pulls the bar back into her hips and then aggressively jumps and locks out the barbell overhead. Rest another 3 minutes, lower the weight down yet again. We're finishing with a 4-minute segment of a 400-meter run, max barbell thrusters, saving the best for last. Power clean or squat clean into the first rep. We're trying to keep the elbows up in front of the bar and above the knees at the bottom of each rep. Notice Dana pops her hips. It's okay for the heels to come off the ground as she extends, and then press overhead to finish out the motion. So your score today will be total clean and jerks plus total power snatches plus total thrusters. If you don't have access to a barbell, we're going to perform all the same movements with the same rep scheme and timing, just with a single dumbbell. So on the first segment, you're performing dumbbell clean and jerks. We're going to switch hands every 5 reps. So dumbbell goes from the floor, both heads touch the ground, to the shoulder, to overhead. You have a couple options. You can do a push press or a push jerk to get that dumbbell overhead. Dana, show us a couple push presses. So from the shoulder, just that single lockout of the hips and knees, and then finish by pressing. Or like Dana was demonstrating, it's also okay to jerk the dumbbell overhead, where she re-dips underneath and stands up all the way. On the second segment of the workout, we're going alternating dumbbell power snatches. So switching hands every rep in a single motion, going from the ground to locked out overhead. And then on the final segment, we're going single arm dumbbell thrusters. Recommend switching hands every 5 reps on this one. Notice Dana has her hand and the handle of the dumbbell stacked right above her shoulder, passes through a full depth squat, and then presses up to extension at the top. Awesome, good job, Dana. Let's finish out Saturday with some interval work on the bikes. We're working on establishing 3 distinct tempos: a light pace, a moderate pace, and a fast pace. So we're going 3 sets, no rest in between. Check the intervals on the side of the screen or in the description. So first interval is just light pace, 27 or 21 calories, right into moderate pace, 21 or 15 calories, right into fast pace, 15 or 12 calories. There's no rest between rounds. So after you finish your fast calories, you're going right back into your light pace and using that as some active recovery. Work on establishing these paces so that you better know what you're capable of in a workout or in a competition.